Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, and Senator Carper, for holding this hearing today. This really is a big deal for our state and so many states throughout the country. In fact, I think we have 700,000 hunters and anglers in Arkansas that create 25,000 jobs, $1 billion in income, which again, much of that money is put back into conservation. So it is something that is not only good for the economy, but it's great for trying to protect the species that we're talking about. Mr. Garton, in regard to that, $1 billion, very important to the state. I guess what I'd like to do is for you to comment on the economic impact that you see.
Thank you for your question, Senator. We're seeing a lot of concern in the outdoor recreation economy, in the sport hunting community in particular. People make policy choices whether they want to invest in a big hunt, buy arms, equipment, hotels, etc. We're doing a lot of proactive work with the state fish and game agencies and others to make sure people know it's still safe to hunt. There are some questions with CDC and others about whether this will be transmitted to humans or not, and many people wait to get their carcass tested. But for us, it'll be a lot of education, outreach, and keeping alive the American tradition of sport hunting through the support we can offer.
Very good. I think in Arkansas, we've had 619 positive cases. Some of the things that the Arkansas Game and Fish has done is come up with innovative ways, drop boxes, so that you can test elk and deer. Last year, I believe they tested 1,400 samples. This season, they plan to install at least one drop box in every county. Are there things like that your agency's doing that you've come up with, some innovative ideas to address the problem?
Senator, a lot of the testing is under the auspices of the state fish and game agencies. They're deploying some very innovative solutions to get some test kits response very quickly while people wait whether or not they can have that animal process there. The Fish and Wildlife Service provides a lot of technical capacity and funding through various grant programs to support those state efforts, and we'll continue to do everything we can to support our colleagues in the state fish and game agencies and the larger hunting community to get quick results back.
I mentioned conservation, which is so very important. According to a recent study by the Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies, an estimated 58.8% or $3.3 billion of conservation funds to state wildlife agencies came from hunting and fishing related activities, either directly through sale of licenses, tags, stamps, or indirectly through federal excise taxes on hunting, recreational shooting, and angling equipment. Again, talk to us a little bit about how the synergy between those two regarding conservation, which is so very important.
Thank you for your question, Senator. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues in the state fish and game agencies, where we work with them under the umbrella organization of the Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies to align our priorities, align our capacity. We all are here to serve the American people and make sure we have sustainable populations of wildlife for generations to come. Key to that is, of course, the outdoor recreation industry, but another key driver for us is the larger conservation mission. And so the service provides a lot of grant funding and capacity, as do the states, to share the common objective of conservation to benefit the generations to come.
And also, Senator Barrasso, I want to thank you that we're a co-sponsor of your bill concerning chronic wasting. And I know that what that does is make it such that when completed, the study would give the state wildlife agencies and wildlife experts better information to conduct targeted research on how the disease is transmitted, determine which areas are most at risk, and develop consistent advice for hunters to prevent further spread. So that to me, and certainly, as a physician, you're certainly aware of the importance of getting good information out there, and then two, going to the cause. So again, give yourself a pat. We appreciate it.
Well, I'm just grateful for your partnership in this and your cooperation and being willing to lend your name and support to this bill. So thank you for all your help. Thank you.
Well, thank you all. And again, thank you all for all of your hard work in fighting these things. be sure the way that you can help us is as you think of things that we can be better supportive in the areas that you're working on. Be sure and this, the nice thing about this, this is not a Republican or Democrat thing. This is something that the entire country is interested in. We're interested in doing, and so, like I say, that's how you can support us and help us. Thank you.